talk about the power of goal setting. Good morning, leaders. Good morning, builders of cities. Good morning, wealth creators. Today, before I say something else this morning, let me welcome you all to 2026 Goal Setting and Vision Board. It's BRG Goal Setting and Vision Board 2026, and right here in bold letters, we are rising above. Not to survive, not to manage, not to let us see how the market goes, but to rise above. Above inflations, above competitions, above fear, above average thinking, because in real estate, nobody rises by accident. People rise by design. I'm not speaking to you only as a keynote speaker today, but I'm speaking as the president of the Billionaire Realtors Group, as someone who has coached thousands of realtors, as someone who has watched ordinary people build extraordinary wealth and watched talented people quietly disappear from this industry. And after more than a decade in this business, I've discovered something simple. Talent does not separate the top 5%. Not motivation, not vibes, not God will do it. But one thing does: setting smart goals. Clear goals, written goals, measured goals, and relentless goals. Because if you not decide where you are going, the market will decide for you. And the market is never kind to the unprepared. Over the years, leading BRG and training hundreds of realtors, I've noticed a pattern. Not once, not twice, but many times. New realtors come in with full confidence. They sit across one-on-one and say, "Coach, this is my year. I'm ready. I'm serious. I'm going to dominate the market." And I believe them. Because the hunger is there. The energy is there. The ambition is also there. So we give them everything. The same training, the same system, the same lead, the same exposure, and the same support. Nobody is favored. Nobody is disadvantaged. But something is interesting always happens. A few months later, the results start to separate. Some begins to complain the market is slow. Clients are difficult. Leads are not converting. The economy is bad. There is always a reason why things are not working. And then, there are others facing the exact same market, the exact same challenges, the exact same conditions, yet they keep moving. They adjust, they learn, they track their numbers, they stay disciplined, and by the end of the year, one group is explaining excuses, the other group is showing results. And every time I study the gap, it is never talent. It is never luck. It is never background. It is clarity. The one who wins are the one who knew exactly what they wanted and built their actions around it. Because clarity creates goals. And goals create result. Life does not reward motions. life's reward aims. Many retailers are busy but not effective, running around, going for inspection, posting online, attending meetings, yet no clear directions. If you shoot arrow without a target, you waste effort. If you run a business without goals, you waste years. Goals turn energy into precision, and precision is how you rise above. When you set a clear goal, your brain changes. Your focus shaping, your posture changes, your mind stops wandering and starts searching. You begin to ask better questions like, who should I call? What skill must I learn? Where is the next opportunity? Progress becomes addictive. Discipline becomes easier, and confidence increases. So goals do not just guide behavior, they rewire behavior. And this is where it becomes very practical for us in real estate. Because once your brains lock onto a target, you stop behaving like a random salesperson and you start behaving like a strategist. When you don't have goals, you wake up and react to the day. You stroll your phone. You wait for calls. You follow whatever looks urgent. But when you have clear goals, everything changes. If your goal is 10 listings in a month, you don't hope for business. You automatically start calculating how many landlords or investors you must speak to. How many inspections must you schedule? Who is your network? Who in your network owns property that might sell for you to be able to meet up with your goal? If your goal is a certain commission level, you need to stop chasing every small client. You become selective. You pursue higher value goals, higher value deals. You structure better negotiations. You protect your time. If you are a developer with a defined revenue target, you stop guessing location, you study data, you analyze demand, and you buy land strategically and not emotionally. And if you're an investor with a portfolio goal, you stop spending randomly, you think in terms of yield, appreciation, and cash flow. Notice what is happening. The goal is now making decisions for you. You are no longer confused. You are no longer distracted. You are no longer busy doing everything. You focus on doing the right thing, and that is the difference between activities and productivity. Two retailers can both be busy all day. One is tired, the other is profitable. Because one has motion, the other has direction. And directions always win in business. Let us make it practical. Real estate is not a salary job. Nobody pays you for your effort. You are paid for results. Without goals, you drift. Without goals, you drift. With goals, you dominate. If your income target is 200 million naira and your average commission per deal is 10 million, that is plenty. That is 20 deals, and that is mathematics and not just vibes. Now you know how many calls you have to make. You know how many listings to secure and how many closing to chase. Amateur wins, professional calculate, leaders execute. My address is very long. But let's be honest, goal setting sounds powerful when everything is working. It sounds exciting in January. It sounds easy when the market is moving fast until life happens. Deal collapse, client delay payment, bank store, policy change. Self-doubt creeps in. Every serious goal has enemy. Time will fight you with distractions. Money will fight you with cash flow pressure. Your mind will fight you with fear and doubt. Your body will fight you with stress and burnout. Amateurs will say, why is this happening to me? But professionals will say, I expected this. What is the backup plan? When you expect obstacles, you do not panic, you adapt. You adjust and you keep moving. And in real estate, the person who stays in the game the longest always wins. And this is how you rise above. Creating balanced goal, professional, personal, and financial. It's important I talked about it. Let me speak to you act to act. Some people will make money this year and lose their head. Some will close deals and lose their family. Some will gain wealth and lose their peace. That is not success. Your goals must include your health, your relationship, your growth, and your purpose. Because wealth without wellness is punishment. Real estate should fund your life, not to steal your life. Leveraging the vision board. See it before you build it. This is why today is not just a training, it's a vision board experience. Because you cannot rise above what you cannot see. When you constantly see the life you want, the income you want, the future you want, the brains begin to believe it is possible. And what the mind believes, the body pursues. Vision gives directions, goals give structure, and actions give results. Team accountability. No one wins alone. Let me say this very clear. Nobody builds wealth alone. Nobody builds an empire alone. Nobody rises above alone. Solo success is slow success. At BRG, our greatest strength is accountability. We share purpose, we set expectation, we communicate constantly, we coach one another, and we celebrate wins and correct mistakes. Because when people know someone is watching their numbers, performance rises. That is why I tell every resource to have a mentor. Join a mastermind class, track results together, and share goals publicly. Private goals are easy to abandon. Public goals create pressure, and pressure creates performance. Accountability converts intentions to actions. And it is one of the biggest reasons BRG continues to lead the industry. Let me close with this. 1 year from today, in December 2026, or perhaps January 2027, some people here will still be exactly where they are. Same complaint, same excuses. And others will double their income, own more properties, build stronger teams, and live better lives. The market will still be the same. The difference will be one thing: goals. So before you leave today, write your goal down, your income target, your deal target, your health goal, your family goal, your growth goal. Put date on them, break them into daily actions, share with someone, commit fully before dreams, because dreams are free, but goals build empire. And at BRG, we do not settle, we do not shrink, we do not wait, we rise above. Thank you, and let's build something extraordinary. It's a very, very long speech, but I'll be talking on. I hope you get the message. A whole lot of what I will be talking on has been said in this speech, but it's also important I lay emphasis on some of these points. and which will lead me to the topic I have before me. The power of goal setting for realtors and salespeople. The power of goal settings for realtors. Because I believe the larger percentage of us here, we are all salespeople operating within the real estate sector. Today is a moment of decision. Today is not just another training or another meeting. Because every successful realtors you admire, it's not luckier than you. They are simply clearer than you. Every successful realtors you see out there, they are not luckier. There's nothing like luck. The difference between you and them is clarity. They understand the importance of clarity. And they put actions into whatever strategic plans that they have been able to come up with. Every successful realtors you admire, they are clear about how many deals they want to close. They are clear about what they want to earn. They are clear about the lifestyle they want to live. If you do not decide your income, the market will decide it for you. If you do not set targets, you will only chase opportunity. Today, the reason why we are here, the reason why I'm here, is to design my future. Because also, I have goals, I have targets. I don't know about you. Today, we are going to put numbers to our vision. We'll give our dream directions. And I believe at the end of the day, we will rise above all limitations. Let me tell you a story. Story. Once upon a time, this is the title of my story, The Lion and the Gazelle. My story goes thus. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up knowing that he must outrun the fastest lion or he will be killed. Do you get that? Every morning in the jungle, in the savannah, in Africa, a gazelle wakes up, for the Yoruba, a gazelle, wakes up knowing that he must outrun the fastest lion, otherwise he will die. There's no two ways about it. He's going to die. That is his own goal for every day as he wakes up. Every day. Also, every morning, a lion wakes up knowing that he also must outrun every gazette or the slowest gazette, otherwise he's going to starve. That's his own goal. If a lion wakes up and he decides to be lazing about, he will definitely starve to death. There's no two ways about it. That is his own goals. He must wake up and also start running to see how he can catch the slowest gazelle in the savannah. It doesn't matter whether you are the lion or the gazelle. When you wake up every morning, you need to just start running. And that is if you have a very strong why, a very strong reason why you need to wake up every morning and start running. And I believe, because for the turnout that we were able to record today, despite the rain and the traffic, I believe we all have a very strong why, a very strong reason why we want to succeed. And that's why we are here today. So it doesn't matter if you are the lion or the gazelle. Choose who you want to be, and you need to start running. When the sun comes up every morning, you must be running. No matter your position, your title, or experience, if you want to survive and succeed, you must set smart goals, stay hungry and alert, and always be in motion. Why we are here? That is the end of my story. And so that leads me to why we are here. Top producers don't leave income to chance. They set numbers. If you don't set your target, the market will set one for you. And that could be a very bad one. We are here to set clear incomes and production goals, to define our sales target, to align personal ambition with the BIOG growth, and to create vision board that drives performance. What is sales goals? What is sales goals? Sales goals simply mean how many deals do you intend to close this year? How many deals do you intend to close this year? How much in revenue or in commission do you plan to make this year? If you can identify this, be clear on what you want to earn this year, then it's going to go a long way in helping you to set an achievable goals. As readers, it's not just for us to wake up and say, I know this year is my year. What God cannot do does not exist. I will keep showing up. I will keep attending all the trainings. I will keep coming out for inspections. And you don't have a set target for yourself. You are not clear on how you want to make the year a successful one for yourself, then we're sleeping on a long thing. What God cannot do does not exist. Will only happen when you set clear and smart goals and you are clear about your actions and decisions in your sales journey. Why goal setting matters for readers? When you know your numbers, you stop guessing and start operating like a professional. When you know your numbers, you stop guessing and start operating like professional, because it gives you a predictable income. It helps you to focus on prospecting. It engineers your mind to have a higher closing ratio. It boosts your confidence, and it gives a faster career growth. When you know your numbers, you stop guessing and start operating like a professional. Recently, I was in a strategic meeting with some people, and I asked the person, what is your target for this year? What is your sales target? They called the numbers, and I said it's achievable. And he started looking at me like, because the figures, probably maybe jokingly, he said it's achievable. He called the numbers, maybe jokingly, maybe he wasn't so sure about it. But I said it's achievable. He said, how? If I call the numbers, everybody will leave this hall. He said, it's not 1 billion. What will happen now? 1 trillion. But the figure is huge. I said it's achievable. And I said, bring paper. And they bring paper. We started analyzing it. And before you know it, somebody that has a very doubtful mind was now the one that was saying, embracing it and say, oh, this thing is actually achievable. And we will never even stress ourselves to achieve the target that has been set. Because we are clear. Putting numbers to it shows clarity. As readers as well, when you are setting goals for this year, you need to put numbers to your goals, your target. According to your capacity. You might decide to say, the sales commission I want to make this year is 1 billion naira. How many properties do you have to sell to make 1 billion naira? How many properties do you have to sell to make 1 billion naira? First of all, you've identified that what you need to make this year that can solve your problem and family problem is 1 billion naira. And don't think it is not achievable. These are figures that people are making in the same market that you operate. These are figures that people are, so don't say it is not achievable. It is achievable. You just have to do the work. How many properties will you sell to make 1 billion? If you decide to say, I want to sell properties of 7, I don't think we have that within the BRD portfolio anymore. If you decide to say you want to sell property of 700,000, calculate your commission per plot per 700,000. It gives you the direction of how many numbers of hectares that you will sell to make 1 billion naira. If you also decide to say, okay, I want to sell property of 30 million or 35 million, it gives you a breakdown of how many numbers of plots that you have to sell. When you calculate your commissions, it gives you the breakdowns of how many numbers of plots you have to sell to get to your 1 billion naira target. Once you know the numbers of plots you have to sell, then you further break it down. How many do I have to sell? You have 12 months in a year. How many do you have to sell in a month. For instance, if in your analysis, you were able to say, okay, I will sell 50 plots, or I will sell 20 plots to get $1 billion in revenue. Or you will sell 20 units of houses to get $1 billion in revenue. You divide the 20 by 12. It gives you the numbers of plots or units of houses that you have to sell in a month. And this gives you directions to how many? 20 divided by 4. 2 in a month. Average 2 in a month. So is it difficult to sell 2 properties in a month? It's not difficult. It already gives you directions of, okay, what is my strength in your prospecting, in your sales prospecting? For you to put your effort in that strength of yours to be able to generate leads that you can be rest assured that those leads will convert to give you 2 properties in a month. It is not rocket science. It is not rocket science. These are what top sales realtors are doing, and is working for them. So you need to start today. You need to start today. Key realtors gold category. I've even said it. Monthly deal target, commissions, income target, listing acquisition target, client database growth, skills and certification growth. See, these 5 key things, use it well in setting a smart goal for yourself this year. I can assure you that if you put this thing out, you work with it, you will definitely see results. Because it is the same market that you are, that we have realtors selling transactions in billions. The same market that you say there is no client. The same market that you say there's a lot of policy. As a matter of fact, we choose the team Rise Above for this year because of a lot of dramas that happened within the real estate space last year. A lot of dramas. I know you understand what I mean by the drama. A lot of social media calling out, a lot of issues arising from the coastal road, a lot of government changing their policies that's affecting the real estate sector. But we choose to say we rise above all of these things. And surely, we are going to rise above. These are things that normally supposed to affect the real estate sector and the real estate growth. But we choose to say we're going to rise above. So if you also want to rise above, all of the limitations, all of the sales objections that you have experienced from last year, from the year before, you need to start thinking of how you can set smart goals, put it down in numbers, and break it down. It is very, very easy. It is very, very easy. Real estate success is built around deals, income, property listings, and skills. And remember, when you are setting your goals should be smart. I keep saying it. Your goals must be specific. I want to make 1 billion. You are specific in revenue. It must be measurable. See, in my slide, specific, 24 closed deals to give you what you want. Measurable, 2 deals monthly. We want to make 1 billion, that means we must sell 24 properties. 2 deals monthly. It must be achievable based on your past data. It must also be relevant and also must be time-bound. It must be time-bound. Don't leave it open-ended. As a matter of fact, when you are setting your goals, you also need to see how you can break it down into quarterly goals. This is first quarter of the year. These are the properties I want to focus on. This is the numbers of units I want to sell. Quarter 2, these are the properties I want to focus on. This is the numbers of units I want to sell. Quarter 3, same. Quarter 4, the same. And even as BRG readers, you also have the opportunity to earn in uplines commission. You can also use that as yardstick for setting your goals. How many downlines do you want to recruit this year? How many downlines do you want to recruit in the first quarter, in the second quarter, in the third quarter? Because by the time you put the number, you might not even have the strength in sales. See, it's not everybody that will sell at the end of the day. It's not everybody. But you can also leverage on the other opportunity that the business has given to you to hit your target. Till tomorrow, I know some people in our midst there that are earning commission in millions from downlines, and they are not selling. But they have been able to identify their strength, that this place, this is where I will sit. I will coach, I will guide, I will teach, and I will earn on others people's efforts. So you need to see how you can come up with a goal that is smart. Vague goals produce vague results. Clear goals produce cash flow. I have a form here. Can you, I don't know if you can scan it with your phone. We also share it on the group platform. It gives you idea of how you can set a smart goals. So just input the values against each questions. And make sure that your goals is not a wish. Let it be a target. My time is up, but I will quickly I have a few slides left. Please, timekeeper. BLG sales vision. More property listing, verifiable properties, genuine properties, and properties that will help you in achieving your goals for this year, no matter how how small your goal is. We're coming up with properties that will help you in achieving your goal faster. You just have to be ready to do the work. Just be ready to do the work. More closed transactions, stronger market dominance, better trained realtors, and higher companies turnover. And in the BLG growth is your growth. in the BLG growth is your growth. We have a target for ourselves this year. And in helping you meeting your target, we are also meeting our own target. So we have to align. When you close more deals, BLG grow. When we list more, the brands grow, and we serve better, our reputation grow. Your success in the real estate market strengthens the BLG brand. What is a vision board? Your brain works with pictures. Therefore, you need to show it your future. A visual sales map shows your income target, your lifestyle goals, your career position, and your dream asset. Vision board is the pictorial representation of your goals. Because when you see it every day, your mind will always be there to make sure that you work towards it, to achieving it. You don't just write your goals and put it under your pillow. Or you just write it in your jotter and then you just forget it. And that is one of the exercises that we are going to be doing today, helping you come up with a vision board. Your vision board works for, why vision board works for salespeople? Key target visibility. It helps in reinforcing beliefs, increase daily drives, and strengthen consistency. What returns you put in their vision board: monthly income target, annual income figures, numbers of these, cars, house, career title, and all of that. So I believe the other speakers that will be coming on board will dwell more on that. And by the time we enter the vision board section, we get more clarity on how to make a vision board that works. Vision board category that are sales focused, income and commission, we've talked about it, lifestyle as well, very important. Transactions and the listing, the properties you want to focus on. You are not Jesus Christ. You are not sent to everybody. It's not every property you see on the BRD platform. You will convince your client. Select the few you want to focus on per time. Not that way as a post, you just carry Huey. In the post, you carry Huey. The post. When you check some of us, our social media page, you see everything. Your client gone, they will be confused. And also, you need to develop your skills. Put this as part of your vision for this year. You need to spend on your head to stay ahead. When you know better, you will do. How to build your vision board, we'll talk about that at the vision board section. Sales success formula: vision, target, lead, appointment. Those are 4 pillars of sales success. You need to have the vision. You need to see the end from the beginning, target it, you generate leads, and you get appointment to close. Daily habit of top returns: prospect daily, follow up daily, post and market daily, inspect properties, and you learn daily. Track your numbers, lead generation. We'll be coming up with a lot of sections this year to talk about all of these things. Common sales killer: waiting for motivation, fear of rejection, poor follow-up, and inconsistency in marketing. Winning returns mindset you need to go home with. Believe that you are a closer. Believe you provide value. Believe that you deserve success. And believe that you're going to finish strong. Commitment slide. Let's read this together. After the count of 2. 1, 2. This year, I commit to hitting my target, building my vision board, tracking my numbers, growing with BRG. Let's take it again. This year, I commit to hitting my target, building my vision board, tracking my numbers, and growing with BRG. Set your target, see it daily, and close the consistently. Your future income is hidden inside the actions that you will take today. And as I close, today, you will write your future on paper. But paper alone does not change lives. Action changes lives. Consistency changes lives. Discipline changes life. Your vision board is not a decoration. It is a contract with yourself. When motivation drops, discipline must rise. When fear shows up, actions must speak louder. Set your target, see it daily, work it daily, close deals consistently. 2026 is your year of production, your year of growth, and your year of results. Let's rise above with BRG. Praise the Lord, somebody. Offering time. So are you ready to crush your goal this year? So if you are ready, then let's work together. Have the mindset that it is achievable. Once you can conceive it, you can definitely achieve it. Thank you so much. God bless you.